By all appearances, he was ordinary, a loving husband, a dedicated employee, a neighbor who waved with a smile. To those around him, nothing seemed unusual. But beneath the surface, he carried secrets darker than anyone could imagine. This is a chilling story of a man who lived a double life, and how that deception ended in tragedy. It began in a quiet suburban neighborhood. Reliable, polite, and even charming, he volunteered at community events, attended family gatherings, and carried himself as though nothing in the world could disturb his picture-perfect life. But hidden from sight, he nurtured another world entirely, one filled with lies, manipulation, and a growing obsession with control. At first, the cracks were small. Late nights unexplained, sudden bursts of temper, stories that never quite added up. Those closest to him dismissed it, chalking it up to stress or personal struggles. Yet behind closed doors, a darker reality was unfolding. He had grown distant, cold, and unpredictable, and unknown to anyone. He had begun leading a life that revolved around secrecy and dangerous desires. His wife began noticing strange behavior, bank withdrawals she couldn't explain, phone calls at odd hours, and nights we would vanish without reason. Still, she wanted to believe in the man she married, convincing herself that every excuse he offered was true. She couldn't have known she would share her home with someone capable of unthinkable acts. The turning point came when authorities discovered a series of shocking patterns linking him to incidents no one had connected before. A financial trail revealed deceit. Surveillance footage exposed movements he had lied about. And most disturbingly, witnesses began to recall seeing him in places he claimed he had never been. Slowly, the facade began to crumble. When investigators finally pieced the evidence together, the picture that emerged was devastating. The man who had once been admired as a family man and neighbor was not who he claimed to be. His double life had spiraled out of control, leading to betrayal, violence, and ultimately murder. The crime itself was as chilling as it was calculated. He believed his secret life was unraveling, and in a desperate attempt to maintain control, he silenced the one person who knew him best, his wife. In that single act, his carefully built disguise collapsed. Detectives worked tirelessly, piecing together every inconsistency, every lie, every trace of evidence. His downfall came not through a dramatic confession, but through the trail of deception he could no longer keep hidden. In the end, the man who lived a double life faced justice, not as a smiling neighbor or devoted husband people thought they knew, but as a murderer unmasked by his own lies. This story is a haunting reminder of how appearances can deceive. The most ordinary face can conceal the darkest secrets, and the people we think we know best may be hiding truths we can't begin to imagine. Because sometimes, the scariest monsters aren't strangers at all. They're the ones living right beside us. If you found this story chilling,